Live. I know I always say that, right? I always say that, and it turns into an hour. No, this time I mean it because I gotta do some errands. I got a lot of stuff to do with the fam. I've been in this jacuzzi here for about 2 hours. You're probably like, well, you don't seem like you're in such a big rush, Apefather. Not when it comes to the jacuzzi. The jacuzzi is my office. See, people don't understand this is where I conduct business. You know, people go to a place of business and office. This is my office, the jacuzzi. So that's why I spend so much time in here. It's relaxing. I think and I do my business. Oh, but anyway, getting back. So, Antonio Miranda, once again, is just completely out of line. The guy can't take any like statement I say and just leave it as a positive statement. He has to always turn it into a negative statement, always. Okay, so what I said was, I asked a question when the failed assassination attempt, Thomas Crooks, happened. It missed Donald Trump's head by a quarter of an inch. Okay, so in other words, it's a miracle. Would you all agree? I agree that that was a miracle. So I asked a question. It's either one of two things. Either Donald Trump is the luckiest man alive. It's not the first time that he had a near-death experience. In the Trump organization, him and I think three of his executives had to fly to Atlantic City by way of helicopter. At the very, very last minute, Trump said to his executives, listen, I'm not going to go. I'm going to stay behind. I got some work I got to do. I'll go to Atlantic City later or something, okay? So then his executives boarded this helicopter and it crashed. And everyone aboard that helicopter died. Now, once again, Trump was supposed to be on that helicopter. So this is not his first, experience where I guess you could call like the luck of the Donald. So my question was, do you think that Donald Trump is the luckiest man alive? Or do you think that this is maybe God's work? Like, did God intervene? Was this a divine intervention and God wanted Trump to live so he could go on to be the president of the United States of America? This was a question I was asking, okay? So, of course, Antonio Miranda, the biggest hater in the world, has to try to make me look like I'm some kind of an evil guy. That's just what he always wants to do. He always wants, me to look bad. So he goes, are you saying that God wanted Corey, the firefighter who died, who saved the hero? He's a hero, that man. And he saved his wife. He saved his daughter. Are you saying that God wanted him to die and wanted Trump to live? Oh, my God. It's just like, you know what it is? It's gotten to the point with social media that you can't avoid fighting no matter what the topic is. Literally, you can't avoid it. Like, literally, we could be talking about saving babies' lives and haters will find a way to hate. I'm really convinced at this point. I'm convinced that no matter what I can say anything. They always find a way to hate. They always find a way to hate. Listen, God is not responsible for a lot of man's actions, what we do. Like, you can't blame God all the time. That's what everyone always does. Everyone wants to blame God, okay? Thomas Crooks was the person who shot Donald Trump. Thomas Crooks was the person who shot Corey and seriously injured two other Pennsylvania residents. So that's the person who's to blame. You want to blame somebody? You blame Thomas Crooks. Okay, he's the person, right? Isn't he the person who shot everybody? Okay, so, I'm not going to get into a deep, deep conversation about this. My heart breaks for Corey and his family. And I prayed for him. I pray for him all the time. I really do. Because that man is a hero. That man saved his wife. He saved his daughter. And I don't want to talk anything except positive about that man. Nothing. Okay, just positive. He's a hero. God bless him and God bless his family. Okay? And with that said, any which way you want to twist it with Donald Trump, that bullet missing his head was a miracle. That's all I'm going to say. We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. Have you considered, Apefather, that you might come across too strong Well, how do I come across exactly too strong? Are you referring to what I'm talking about with the bullet that almost hit Donald Trump's like head? Or, like, specifically, what are we talking about? How do I come across too strong? What do you be specific, Pappy? I'm seeing if he's going to respond. I'm waiting for a response from Pappy. He says I come across too strong. Too strong in terms of what? Waiting for him to type a response. He probably won't. Come on, Pat, give me a response. How do I come across too strong? Well, just with everything. Like recently, you went extreme. We are hate on Elon. This is the thing with Elon. All right, so you want to talk about Elon? Okay. Look, I'm sorry, but I have the right to my opinion. Okay, look, you may not like my opinion, Pat. You may not like it. But I have the right to my opinion, just like Elon has the right to his opinion, and just like you have the right to your opinion. All of us have the right to have an opinion, okay? So, look, at the end of the day, Elon Musk owns X, okay? So, at the end of the day, it is his executive decision, it is his prerogative of what material he wants to keep on X or what material that he feels is not appropriate for X, okay? So this psychopath detective Pikachu, I'll give you an example. Just posted a picture, with my son, and like, he made him look like a woman. I'm not gonna get technical. You can figure out what I mean, okay? And he's posted my house again, upping the ante from 100,000 to 200,000 to burn down my house and kill everybody in my family. So Elon Musk apparently doesn't mind this material. Okay, because he leaves it up there. And, what do you want me to say, Pat? What do you want me to say? How can Elon Musk leave stuff like that up there? I mean, you're talking about children. You're talking about someone making it's like a terrorist act. It's a terrorist act, like someone wants to kill someone. And Elon is going to leave that up there? He's going to leave that post up there? No, I lost all respect for Elon Musk. I really did. I don't like Elon. I don't like him because you know what I don't like about Elon? It's the same thing he did with Trump. This man has been criticizing President Trump for so long now. He's been criticizing President Trump, but the second when he knows now that Trump will definitely win, oh, forget it. Now he's on his side. Now I'll give you 45 million a month, whatever you need. Now he's pro-Trump. To me, Elon Musk is fake. Okay, he's fake. I don't like fake people. Okay, I don't like fake people. I like real, genuine, sincere people. That's just me. Okay, I always supported President Trump. I supported Trump before he was even in politics. Before he was even in politics, I read every book. I know so much about Donald Trump that when I had a meeting one time at the Trump Organization with Amanda Miller, the VP of marketing, when I was working for a company in real estate marketing. And she could not believe how much I knew about Donald Trump. I knew about everything. His whole entire life. She was blown away. She was blown away. Okay, Elon, let's face the facts. Okay, Trump invited him to Mar-a-Lago, right? Elon left that meeting stating, I'll quote what he said. He goes, Donald Trump did most of the talking. Donald Trump did most of the talking. And ultimately, I don't support any presidential candidate. I am not funding any presidential candidate. Then he was later asked, what are you looking for in a presidential candidate? He goes, I just wish we could, he said this, I wish we could just have someone normal. I wish we could just have someone normal who could do the job. Okay, so in a way, isn't that referencing that he feels Donald Trump is not normal? I mean, right or wrong, okay? So now suddenly, I don't know, after the failed assassination attempt, Elon Musk is pro-Trump 100%. He loves Trump long time now. To me, that's fugazi. Look, Detective Pikachu, I want you to try to understand. I know you think you're doing something to hurt me, but you have to understand something about me, brother. Okay? Nothing hurts me. I'm an Italian tank. I cannot be stopped. Okay? I cannot be hurt. But what you're doing, let me tell you what you are doing, is that you're hurting children. See, let me you can't hurt me. Detective Pikachu, there is literally nothing you could do. Listen to me. There is nothing you could say. There is nothing you could post. There is nothing you could do. You will never stop the Apefather. The Apefather cannot be stopped. All right? It's impossible. But here is what you are doing. Okay? I'm going to tell you what you are doing. You're humiliating and embarrassing children. That's what you're doing. I mean, is that what you want to do? Is that how pathetic your life is? Like, is your life that pathetic that you want to hurt like innocent children? Really? I mean, you really must be a pathetic mother effer, man. I mean, you must really literally have no life to live, nothing to live for, nothing to live for. Strong man will stop me, follow. Nobody can stop me. But seriously, like, look, Detective Pikachu, do what you want to do, because at the end of the day, trust me, at some point, you're going to get into legal trouble. All right, so that's it. Just, what can I tell you? You're going to get into legal trouble. But I just want you to understand, if you're doing, you got to kind of ask yourself this question. Why are you doing this? Like, what is the main reason? Do you think you're doing this because you're hurting me, or that, like, I'm going to get off YouTube, or what is the main motivation here? Because I'm not getting off of YouTube. You are not hurting me. And, you know, in all honesty and fairness, you're giving me content. That's what you know what you're doing? You're giving me content. So I just want you to understand, there is nothing you're doing that in any way, shape, or form is hurting me. Okay? But what you are doing is you're hurting my children. That's what you're doing. You're humiliating my children. You're making them, honestly, it's a terrible embarrassment. And I do believe legally you're going to pay a price. So I just want you to understand, at the end of the day, you could do whatever you want to do, but just know that at the end of the day, I am not leaving YouTube. My channel will continue to grow. My subscribers will continue to grow. My views will continue to grow. And there is nothing you could do to stop the Apefather. So this is the thing. If you're doing it for those reasons, I just want you to understand, you're wasting your time. If you're doing it because you think that, for some reason that this will influence me to get off YouTube, or this will stop me, it's not going to happen. So that's it. Thank you, Pat P. I appreciate that. I heard a lot of people have problems with Twitter. Well, now it's X. I don't know. I don't use it. But a lot of people did. Detective Pikachu. Lizzie, again, you have to put this through a different perspective. Okay, you're not stopping me. You're not hurting me. You're not affecting me. There's only two outcomes here. You want to hear what's going to happen? One is you're going to go to jail. Okay. Or two, that there are many, many agencies that protect children. And what you're doing is so bad, it's so horrific, it's so horrible, that you might wind up being, categorized someone very bad. And I'm not going to say it, but, you might wind up getting categorized as the worst human being on earth. And let me tell you something, man. That follows you around for the rest of your life. I just want you to understand that there's no way out. That's no way out. If you get categorized, and it starts with a P, you know the word, I'm not going to say it. Okay? But if you get categorized, well, I just want you to understand. I mean, I know right now it's a laughing matter to you, and I know right now you find it to be hysterical and you find it to be funny. But once that happens, okay, that follows you for life. For life. Okay, so I don't know what to tell you, man. You do whatever you want to do, okay? Just know that there are consequences. Know that there are consequences. And if you're willing to accept those consequences, so be it. There's nothing to apologize about, Progidity. Progidity went from 317 to over 6. It's not my fault. See, look, let me tell you something. Everybody wants to blame me. Everybody wants to blame me for their financial decisions. Once again, I am not a financial planner. I don't give financial advice. I'm an entertainer. That's it. Stop. I can't stand this anymore. Everybody keeps blaming me. Guys, you have to do your own homework. Girls, you got to do your own homework. You got to do your own due diligence. That's it. Don't listen to me. I don't know how many times I have to say this. I am not a financial planner. I do not give financial advice. If I talk about a stock, it's because I'm a cheerleader. I'm a cheerleader for the stock. That's it. Just like if you were a cheerleader for like a baseball team or a football team, that's it. You know, you're not telling people to bet on them. You're just saying, look, I think the Mets are going to win tonight. That doesn't translate into, let me go see a bookie and put money on the Mets. Okay, that doesn't translate to that. That doesn't translate to financial advice. Hey, what's up there, Martin? How you doing, brother? I'm not doing anything with DJT, Detective Pikachu. I am a cheerleader. I support Donald Trump. I support President Trump. So I support DJT. I'm not telling, you're making it seem like I'm telling people, go buy it, put all your money in it, you know. Yeah, I just had to take, I had to take a call. Do you hear me now? Do you hear me? Do you hear the Apefather? Am I coming in? Am I coming in clear? Because I had a phone call. I had to take a phone call. Okay, good. Sorry about that. I had to take a call. It's an important call. It was a very, very important call. Crazy. So anyway, listen. This really has to stop. This stuff that's going on where all of you think that I'm a financial planner. I mean, it's got to stop. It's really got to stop. I have been, I must have said like tens and tens of thousands of times, don't listen to me. I am not a financial planner. See, look, may Lou rest in peace. Okay, listen. May Lou rest in peace. Lou wanted to come across, listen to me, like a financial planner. He did. I mean, in my opinion, he did. Okay, he spoke like he had insider connections. I mean, this is what he said. This is not what I said. He spoke like, you know, he knew exactly what was going to happen with the stock. Okay, you know, that's not Apefather. Okay, that is not me. I do not have any insider connections, or I'm not claiming to have any insider connections. I do not have any Wall Street experience. Okay, I'm not. I don't even consider myself to really be like a good investor. You know, I'm just a guy who's an entertainer. That's it. That's who I am. I'm an entertainer. But just like any other American, or just like any other person in the world, you know, you're a fan. Like I'm a fan of Donald Trump. You know what I mean? I love Donald Trump. I think he's the greatest. I think he's going to make America great again. I think, you know, inflation is going to go away. I think that our economy is going to get great. I think the stock market's going to get great. I think there's going to be world peace. I think it's going to be a wonderful time when Donald Trump becomes the president. So with that said, this is what I'm trying to make all of you understand. I support President Trump and I support DJT. Okay, but you see, you have to understand something. Okay, and I don't think Detective Pikachu understands this, and I don't think that anybody else really on the internet understands this. That just because I support President Trump, and just because I'm a cheerleader for DJT, you should not misconstrue this as financial advice. Like you can't, you know what I mean? You can't like you're taking it too far, all of you people. You're taking it too far. You even did it with AMC. Guys, I'm a cheerleader. I'm a cheerleader. That's all it is. I wanted the stock to go up. Okay, that's it. I said it every single video, I'm not a financial planner. Look, I don't care what any of you say. I feel that I have proved myself. We can have this argument over and over and over again. I feel that I have proved myself to be an entertainer. Okay, I have proved myself to be an entertainer. That's it. So if you don't like that and you're not satisfied with that, that is your opinion. That is your right. It is your right. But as of today, I have not gotten into any legal trouble regarding financial fraud or anything. Okay. So like I know Detective Pikachu tried to do that. The guy fills out a police report. He fills out a police report. He says it's coming from me. He says it's financial fraud. Well, that didn't go too well. Put it this way, it was a big laughing matter. It was a big laughing matter. You sound like you're from the mafia. I'm really scared, dude. Well, my name in Sicily does make people scared, just to let you know. My name in Sicily, Lavoiani, in Palermo, Sicily, gets a lot of people scared. That's all I'll say about that. So, look, this concept that I've committed a scam, I've never committed any scam in my entire life. Okay, I have a perfect record, a clean record. I am a law-abiding citizen. As far as you're saying, I gave advice. I don't give advice. Once again, I have to repeat again. I am not a financial planner. That's it. I'm an entertainer. I don't give financial advice. Okay, so listen. Once again, we could go back. Listen, you know what it is. We could go back and forth with this the whole entire live stream. And that's why I'm going to end it right now. Not the live stream, but I'm going to end this conversation. Because all that's going to happen is I'm going to say, I'm not a financial planner. Then you're going to say, I am a financial planner. And I'm going to say, I'm not a financial planner. And you're going to say, I am. So let's just nip that in the butt and talk about something else. Okay. Getting back to DJT. Okay. Once again, I'm not giving financial advice. I was shocked. I was shocked when President Joe Biden dropped out of the race. I really, really thought, I really, really believed that DJT was going over $100. Like I told my wife, I'm like, this thing is going to go high, man. Because to me, that was the biggest catalyst. How could you get any bigger than that? And the fact that even after the failed assassination attempt, did it go up? It went up a little bit. It went up a little bit, but it didn't go up that much. So that's why I feel, because a lot of people ask me, why do you keep saying the stock market is corrupt? Well, when you have the biggest catalyst, I mean, I don't think people understand that two historic events happened basically right next to each other. Two historic events, a failed assassination attempt on President Donald Trump. The last time that happened, it was Ronald Reagan. We all know about that. And then the president of the United States of America, a sitting president, drops out of the presidential race. I mean, that's huge. My God, that is a monster catalyst. And you would think it would have reflected. You would think, but it didn't. It didn't. And that's why I love Donald Trump, because when he was speaking at the Bitcoin conference, he made a wonderful pledge. And he says on day one of his presidency, he will fire Gary effing Gensler. He will fire Gary Gensler. And this is what we need. This is what we need. We need that mother effer out. Because there's no karma coming for me. I'm a good person. There's karma coming for you. Okay? Listen, we need Gary Gensler out. Because this dude is definitely not for us, for retail, for investors, for anybody. Okay, so we need Gary Gensler out. Out. O-U-T. Now, just getting back to Elon Musk, because I know that a lot of people love Elon. Of course you gotta love the guy. Listen to me. Elon Musk is a genius. I'm not gonna, okay, let's talk about all the pros with Elon. Elon Musk is a genius. Elon Musk has accomplished in his life something so incredible that none of us could do what this guy did. The guy is an amazing businessman. He's a genius. I always loved Elon Musk. I always loved him. He's an inspiration, he's an inspiration to me. But his policies on X suck big rhinoceros ball sack. Okay? Even on YouTube, I'll give you an example, right? if I post a video, and I've done it many a times, like let's say my daughter's playing the piano or something, YouTube has technology that recognizes a child is in the video, right? And they shut off the comments. They shut off. In other words, you are not allowed to comment at all with a video that has a child in it, right? So I say to myself, how come X doesn't have stuff like that? You know what I mean? How come X doesn't have the same technology? And that's why I say, Elon, don't buy friggin' YouTube. Do everybody a big favor, because I know that there was one speculation and talk that Elon was thinking about buying YouTube. I'm like, brother, you've already ruined Twitter. He destroyed Twitter. Do not destroy YouTube. Don't do it. Antonio Miranda. You keep saying this thing, I got exposed. I never get exposed. You're a psychopath, bro. William, how you doing, brother? So getting back, Elon Musk's policies really, really has to change. That's all. I'll leave it at that. And if they don't, I think at some point that X is going to be worthless. Okay, that's what I believe. It's my opinion, but I think at some point people are just going to stop using it. They really are. They're going to say this is too much. He has absolutely no respect. That man, he has no respect. But I'll leave it at that. But anyway, getting back, I'm never going to forget about AMC. Everybody's doing good, William. God bless, brother. How are you doing, brother? You doing good? Good to hear. Look, Antonio, I don't want to keep, we've covered all of this already. I don't want to keep repeating the same shit with you, man. I don't want to keep repeating the same effing shit with you. Okay? I said at first that I didn't delete it. Okay? But you forget that my wife wanted to throw me out of the house. I don't think you remember, you know what Antonio does a lot? Antonio's got this thing. Listen, Antonio's got this thing where he like takes a little bit of what I say and then he adds a little bit more. Okay. I didn't lie. I didn't lie. Okay. What happened was this. Okay. I initially, left it up. Okay. My wife wanted to effing kill me. My wife wanted to kill me. So she wanted to throw me out of the house. I don't lie. Okay. And ultimately, I said it was my intention to delete it. Okay. This is where Antonio mixes up my words. But ultimately, YouTube deleted it. Okay. So this is what happened. And I really wish we could put this to an end. Okay. I wasn't going to delete it at first. I remember my feelings. I'm going back in time because, Apefather, I don't mind making an ass out of myself. You all know this. I think you all know this by now. Actually, I find it to be very entertaining. I find it to be funny. I found that whole experience to be hysterical. Okay. But who didn't find it hysterical was my wife. She didn't find it to be hysterical. And she really got pissed off. I'm talking about almost divorcing me, almost throwing me out of the house. So what happened, Antonio, was this, and this is where I think there's your mix-up, is it was my intention to delete it. But YouTube beat me to it. Google, YouTube beat me to it. They deleted it. Okay? So I think that's where you got a little, like mixed up. Dynamic synergistics. If you're making a comment about the color of my pool, there's only one of two explanations. One is you're a pool man that works for me. I don't think you're the pool man, right? Or two, that means you're trespassing on my property. Okay, so I'm just curious, which one is it, dynamic synergistics? Well, now let's see if listen, you're calling me a liar, right? Well, let's see if dynamic synergistics is a liar. There's only two ways that you can know the color of my pool. There's only two ways. A, you're the pool man and you're servicing my pool. Or B, you're trespassing on my property. Which one is it? No, you answer the question. You answer the question. There is only two ways that you could know the color of my pool. Are you ready? You are the pool man. I hire you, I pay you a weekly maintenance fee, which I don't think I do. Or you're trespassing on my property. So when you answer that question, then I'll answer your question, okay? You have to answer the question first. Chad, the truth is, and I'm going to tell you the truth, I did find that whole video very funny. You know, the bar video. Listen, I'm a psychopath. You all know this. Listen to me. Apefather is crazy, okay? And I am not ashamed to admit that I'm a wild man. I'm funny. Look, I'm like, you know, I'm a party animal, guys. I like to have fun, okay? But sometimes, you know, I admit to you, I go a little too far. In that particular case, I went too far. Okay, I went way too far. I disrespected my wife. I even disrespected Ken Griffin and Gary Gensler. I was completely and utterly out of line. So the end result is I did come to the conclusion I wanted to delete that video. But what happened was, and this is where Antonio Miranda gets mixed up, YouTube beat me to it. So in other words, I think this is where you got mixed up, Antonio. I think you got mixed up where I wanted to delete it. And that's what I was trying to say. In other words, I wanted it gone. I wanted to delete it. YouTube beat me to it. But Antonio, what is the difference like anyway? Like I'm just trying to understand like what is the difference? Like what like what's the difference if YouTube takes it down or if I take it down? Like can you I mean I just don't understand like why do you care so much? Why is this such an important factor in your life? Like I just don't I don't understand. Why is your mission? It seems like your mission in your life is to try to discredit me or to try to, you know, in some way, shape, or form, I don't know, hurt my reputation. I don't have a reputation. Listen to me. I'm just a dude from Jersey who likes having fun. I like eating. I like barbecues. I like, you know, having fun with my family. So I'm just not really understanding what's in it for you. Like, what is all of this, like all of this effort? Like, what do you get out of it? Like, can you explain? Like, is someone paying you? Like, you know what I mean? I just don't understand. It would be like, why would I care about anything in your life, Antonio? Anyway, whatever. So anyway, let me get into an important subject here. William, yes, the answer to that question is yes. I promise you, brother. It's just like I told you, man, it's been a crazy time. You know, my mom came out of rehab, and she was in rehab for like 2 months, brother. And, you know, we just had to get everything situated in the house for my mom. And it's just been a little busy, but we will work something out. We went through a lot of, like, William, I know you don't know this, but we went through a lot of stressful times. You don't even know what we've been through, William. My wife had to have brain surgery. I know you don't know this, William. My wife had brain surgery in mid-January. Okay, you know she has cancer, right? Remember I was telling you that my wife, you know, has cancer? So she had to have brain surgery to remove a tumor, a major tumor. And then she had to, you know, obviously she had to recover. Then my mother got sick. Okay, my mother got very sick and she had to go to rehab. And now she just came out recently. So it was just a very, very tough, like it's no disrespect to you, William, you know. It's just that it's been a very, very tough time for my family. So we will work something out. William is a friend of the family. We will work something out before the summer ends. So person named Oscar was talking about how he put $500,000 into DJT. Okay, he's a nice guy. You know, he keeps asking me questions that seems like financial advice. Like he wants me to give him financial advice. I mean, that's just the impression that I'm getting from it. You know, he's explaining he doesn't like the JD Vance. He's like, what's happening with, with DJT? A lot of people put me in these positions all the time. And I can't give financial, like I can't tell a person when he's like, I don't know, should I unload? Should I wait? You got to do what is best for you. That's it. You got to do what's best for you. You got to do your own homework. You got to do your own due diligence. But here's what I will say about DJT. All right. A lot of people are afraid that when President Trump starts selling his DJT shares, that DJT is going to fall. Now, here's what I feel about that. Again, it's not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. I do believe initially it will fall. But I believe that retail is going to buy the dip. Now, I want to be clear again. Not a financial planner, you mother effers. So don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. I'm just giving you my opinion. So initially, I do feel come September, Donald Trump will probably start selling, a respectable amount of his DJT shares. Now, you should also look at it from this standpoint. Think about all the money he's going to get. He's going to get billions of dollars, okay? Billions of dollars. So all of his legal troubles are going to go bye-bye. All the civil, all the criminal, all that shit's gone. He's going to have more money than anybody. He's going to have billions and effing billions of dollars. Now, another thing, besides the fact that this is a positive thing about Elon Musk is giving Trump about $45 million a month towards his campaign, which is a monster amount of money. Okay, Donald Trump will now have billions and billions of dollars more that he could even use for his campaign. So I want you to imagine this. Imagine that not only is he getting $45 million a month from Elon, now he's got his hands on billions and billions of dollars from selling his DJT stock. Then he's got all his other supporters. Okay, so pretty much he's got the presidency wrapped up, in my opinion. Again, it's not political advice, not a politician, not yet. Okay, it's not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. But see, people are not they're looking at the glass half empty, and they're not looking at the glass half full. Okay, with all of that money, how can Kamala Harris compete with Trump? She can't. You just can't do it. You cannot. This guy's going to have billions and billions and billions of dollars, on top of the fact that Elon Musk is giving him $45 million a month, on top of the fact of all of his supporters. It's like he's got the presidency wrapped up, okay? So that to me would be motive for retail to want to buy the dip for DJT, because they're thinking this thing come November 5th, when Trump wins and becomes the 47th president of the United States of America, that DJT is going to go high in the sky. Okay? So, again, it's not financial advice, not a financial planner, but that's how I feel about DJT. That's it. Okay? So, I can't give you financial advice. I can't tell you to buy it. I can't tell you to sell it. Okay? All I can tell you is this. All I can tell you is that come November 5th, but listen to me, Vlad, it doesn't make a difference because, look, just Trump himself, just selling the DJT shares, he's going to raise billions. He's going to raise billions. Billions. I don't think you understand that. Not to mention all the supporters, not to mention Elon Musk, come on, there's no competition. There's no competition. Okay, once again, this is a difference of opinion. Okay, Vlad, you have a difference of opinion, and that's okay. We all have the right to our own opinions, okay? But with all of that said, we're approaching 40 minutes. I really don't want to do long live streams. Okay, I'm going to be ending the live now. I talked about everything I wanted to talk about. I will be doing a lot more lives, but they're going to be shorter in duration. Hey, what's up, 10 mil? I'm sorry, I'm about to end the live, but don't worry, brother. I'm going to be doing a lot more. Chad, I would not honor you with anything, brother. But I'll tell you what, Chad, the next crap I take, that shit will be in your honor. Okay, Chad? The next gigantic crap that I take, I will dedicate that to you, Chad Clifford. I love you, William. Back to the Future, I love you. I will be back soon. V for victory. God bless. Everything I said on this live stream is not financial advice. I am not a financial planner, but I am the greatest entertainer. I love you, William. I love you, Back to the Future. I am the greatest entertainer who's ever lived on planet Earth and the entire universe. The one and only Apefather in the house, baby. Wow!